Hello, this is a short video on positioning. The player asked for a framework on where to stand, and there is a simple one to go over. It's an acronym, just CART for cart. And to be clear, I didn't make it up. Spillo or Spilo or something made it up. But we're just going to go over, and it'll give you a general idea of what to do. So let's turn on the overlay. And if you can sort of imagine this in your head, it always helps. Uh, But as far as the CART, the C is for cover, so you don't want to stand out in the open or bum rush them or stuff like that. You want to have a safe place to hide behind or a safe way out is the cover. Basically, don't feed is the first one. And then we see what you're doing. You do got to be careful on D.Va. But then let's go to the angle. The A in the cart acronym is angle. And so we're just looking at this little pigeonhole here. And if this was Counter-Strike, this would be fine. You can get your one tap in, but in Overwatch, people have a ton of health. This little narrow angle isn't going to do it. You might chip Junkrat or Sojourn for 60 damage, but then they'll just move and get healed. So we need to find a better angle. And I'll give you a few seconds to think about it because you were trying to get the framework down. So we don't want to cheat here, but just come up with an answer. Got our spectator overlay, see where your team is, their team is. And by default, if you've got your answer now, it would be someplace like here. You can see everyone. You're not feeding, you have cover and these pillars. And then you can actually just start spraying at these guys and do enough damage to kill them instead of this tiny little angle here. So this is a better angle, the more aggressive angle. If you see they're all on point, you can come up here, and you got to be careful on D.Va. We're going to get to the later parts of the acronym that'll apply if you do something riskier like this, but also you can shoot them in the back here. You can sprint and run away, use your cover if you need to, but one of those two would be good, because let's just go back to you and see how this works, or I guess doesn't work. Yeah, and we're doing some damage through this pigeonhole. Like, getting this Juno is just not gonna work, because as long as they see they're getting damaged and move, they're not gonna die. And you thought about it, so I mean, this is a bait, because this actually is not a good angle because of the pillars on the point, but a little more and use your sprint, and you were probably thinking about this, but you didn't want to do it. But you just gotta, it helps to see that this little tiny crack angle is not gonna do it. And then the third acronym, or part of the acronym, the R in cart, is range. So obviously you didn't want to go here at the very start, because you're just going to get wrecked by this Junkrat in their tank, right? So I understand you not wanting to do that. That's why these angles are better, because Soldier has range. If you were Genji or Reaper, or I don't know what other heroes you play, then you're trying to find a way to get close. Like wall climb up here, teleport here is Reaper, you're trying to get close. Soldier, you do want to keep your range, but notice angles before range in the acronym. That's because it's more important to actually get in there and do damage than it is to say, I'm a long range character and do 50 damage. So, I mean, the acronym's sort of in order, in priority. But if you can find a good long range angle, you're doing good. So this or this are the two main ones. And then if you're on defense, you can obviously stand on the point and shoot from a distance too. But and then the last one's coming up, and then the T in card is timing. You spend so much time basically not doing anything that the fight's happening and you're kind of not there. So that's what the T in timing is. But that's less important for positioning. But I hope you see by the cover, the angle, and the range that you can at least start thinking about this and try and see where everyone is and imagine this sort of spectate overlay in your mind and then solve like, okay, where's the cover, what are the good angles, what's an angle that's my proper range, and you just think about all those things. And it's going to take a while. I know you say you only play a few hours a week, but that's a good framework. It'll take a while, but that'll get you started.